Hi everyone, thank you. On today morning, I took a walk by the river, and then I intrigued what I will just YouTube lectures. By accidentally coming up to me is all living creatures. Creature is animal, human being, flowers, alls, plus souls. Presumably these lecture for my promotions. It's my promotions. I'm trying to live enlightened livings. I'm trying to live in silence, clean, clear in the inside, and as a silence, clean, clear plus creation of knowledges. So that depends on silence, clean, clear, and creation of knowledge. I wrote 2 books. My books are at Amazon's. So my name is Sungju Choi. Sungju Choi. If to visit Amazon, then you're the writer of Sungju Choi, then you can get my written books. Although my written books depends on creation of knowledge. Creation of knowledge getting is in my inside circumstances, silence and clear. Yes, the same as I'm just working on by the rivers, then at the time, momently is conforming and shaping inside the silence, clean, clear. Then the creature knowledge is coming up. The creature knowledge is just creatures, human being, living dog, living flowers, all over the livings. If livings and sin, then unseen of soul is livings. So that soul is there, then all livings. This is probably okay. Living soul is same. Living soul same, because creature is creatures. The living soul is different. So that the same is living is soul, but if not, to not living is not living, is not soul. It's same. While I was working by the river, then I come to me a creation of knowledges. Why? Just ground soil house. In ground soil house, just a living, human being living in the ground soil house. The ground soil house sustaining good, but actually in the ground house soil living of the human do not repair, just living same. But strangely, if in the ground soil house there is no human being living at place, then what? The ground soil house gradually broken down. Strangely, if for 30 years a person living in a ground soil house even sometimes repairs, but it's actually not strong repairs. Frame strokes and soil is same, but just 1 week, just 1 day, 1 week, there is the living, the human being, then the ground house is destroyed, gradually get down. It is very strange. So what is that? What is that? This is coming. A soul living at body, right? A soul living at body. A soul living at body. The soul living at body of 인간, human being is soul living. So, soul living a body. So, soul, body plus soul. Here, soul is what is living. Soul is living. Here. So that, soul living there. Human being is living. So this is, human being. Sin, human being. Human being. Human being live at where? Human being live at a house. So what is that? Soul here. Human being is the soul, right? Soul. Problem soul house. Soul plus house. Right? Same. Human being is the living human being is human being plus soul. The same soul is there. Here soul house. So what is that? House is living. House is living. But a living human being is minus soul, then here is maybe dead human. Dead human being. Human being. So that a human being without soul. Without soul. So without soul plus house. What is that? Dead house. So that is all livings, all living creatures, just as a human being living is human plus souls, or living dog living, this animal, right? This animal, this human being, This is plant, herb. The flowers is also soul. Animal is dog soul, animal souls, flower soul, the sugar, plant or souls. Then soul is what? Living equals soul. Here is what? Living equals soul. Living equals soul. So that dogs dead means dogs dead. Dogs dead means dead, or dog without soul. The same as the flowers dead flowers. The flower so dead. Dead equal or flower without soul. Yeah. So that is soul is living. Soul is living. Soul is living. Soul is living. It's not living. It's not soul. Actually, this is very important. Is a soul. Soul is a necessary living place, body. But soul plus body is a human being. Human being. Soul is living at human being. A living human being always souls. So this is what is human being. Same human being. Human being living at a house. In the place. Soul living at the body. So what is that? Body living. The same as human being is a living human being at body. A living human being is always soul. So just human equal human being souls, right? Human being living at a house means is soul living as house. Soul living at house. So soul is living house, right? living house. But it's actually, here is if the dead human being is without soul. Without soul is what is that? It's not soul. Dead. Dead. So the dead human being, or human being without soul, without soul, house, then dead house. A dead house without soul, house dead. It means the ground soil house. This is very simply, can be natural phenomena, can be seen, soon broken down, gradually destroyed. Without soil, house dead. But living house with soul, then living soil house killed. In this case, in the older man still living at just a soil house, then the older man cannot repair because just living, but the very soon look seen dangerous. But the dangerous house do not broken down, do not slow down, do not broken, because in the soil house where soil is living, soul is living, soul. As soul living, then soul living place, the same as body, the same as house, is a living house, living. So that a human being living at a very just old ground house, but still the old ground house is living. So the living is not destroyed. It is very strange. If we think that a body and soul living a body and soul living, what is that? At first, the soul needs the body. Body is a house, okay, soul's house. But gradually, soul living at the house. Soul is what's living. So house is living house. So as a soul in the living, then the house is not destroyed. It's not broken down. Sustainable. It's warm. And the soul living at the house the house itself is surviving. House itself is living, aliving. It is very strange. Living is same, but without soul, the house also dead. This is a poor lecture for my promotions. I'm trying to learn what happened in the world. So I'm trying to learn. This is my promotions. Thank you very much. Hear my saying. Please remember, 성주 Choi. You can just micro concept or ancient world is all the knowledge. Then you can go 성주 Choi at Amazon's. You can buy. You can read it. Thank you very much.